Hello everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. So in this video, we are going to learn how to notify team on Microsoft Teams on Paperform submission. So let's suppose I'm running a digital marketing agency and I'm collecting all my potential leads with the help of Paperform. Now I want that whenever someone submits this form, my team is automatically notified about this new form submission on Microsoft Teams. So I completely want to automate this process, and to do this, I'm going to use Pabbly Connect. So Pabbly Connect is an amazing automation and integration software which requires no coding or programming skills. Here I just need to build connection between Paperform and Microsoft Teams. Pabbly Connect runs on two principles, which is trigger and action. Here, as my trigger application, I am going to take Paperform, from where I will receive new form submission, and then in my action application I am going to take Microsoft Teams, where the channel message will be sent automatically as soon as the form submission will be received. If you want to learn this amazing automation step by step, then let me take you all to my screen. In this video, we are going to learn how to notify team on Microsoft Teams on Paperform submission. For this, we are going to create automation between Paperform and Microsoft Teams with the help of Pabbly Connect. So this is the landing page of Pabbly, and you can visit this simply by typing pabbly.com/connect in your browser. Now after browsing the website, we need to sign into a Pabbly account. On the top right corner, you can see two options, sign in and sign up for free. If you are an existing user, click on this sign in. But if you are a new user, click on this sign up for free, and this will give you 100 tasks free on monthly basis. As I'm an existing user, I'll click on the sign in. And here a dashboard has appeared showing me all the Pabbly applications. Here I have to click on this Pabbly Connect Access Now. And it has taken me to this dashboard where I will be able to find all my workflows over here and all the folders that I have created over here. If you want to create a new folder, you just need to click on this plus icon, and from here you can create a new folder. For now, I want to create a new workflow, for which I need to click on this create workflow. And first I need to give the workflow name and then select the folder in which I want to save this workflow. So first let's name this workflow as how to notify team on Microsoft Teams on Paperform submission, and now I need to select my folder. So these are the folders that have been created, and I want to select this all automations and then click on create. Now as soon as I click on create, two boxes have appeared in front of me. One is trigger, other is action. So trigger says when this happens, action says do this. So trigger is basically an event which starts the automation of a workflow. There can be only one trigger in a workflow, but as many as action applications as you want. Here in this workflow, I want to notify team on Microsoft Teams on Paperform submission, which means whenever a Paperform submission will be made, my team will be automatically notified about this form submission, which means whenever a Paperform submission will be made, this complete workflow here will get triggered, as trigger says when this happens. So whenever Paperform submission happens, an action says do this. I want to notify my team on Microsoft Teams. So whenever Paperform submission happens, I'm going to notify my team on Microsoft Teams. So here in my trigger application, I'm going to take Paperform. And then in my trigger event, I'm going to take new form submission, because whenever a new form submission will happen, this workflow will get triggered. So now we need to make connection between Paperform and Pabbly Connect, for which a webhook URL is provided to me, and this URL is going to act as a bridge to connect my Paperform with Pabbly Connect. So reading this help desk given below over here, I will make this connection, and to make this connection, let me take you to my Paperform account. So this is my Paperform account, and these are the forms that have been created. I want to use this contact form, and it is written that I have to log into my Paperform account, and then I have to click on the edit option, and then after submission. So I'll go back to Paperform, and then over here I will click on this edit option. On the top, I can see all these options: design, configure, after submission, and share. So I have to click on this after submission, and in the bottom I can see this integrations and webhooks. So I will open this, scroll down, and I have to open this webhooks option. Now over here I need to click on this add webhook, and then I have to put the webhook that I am provided in my Pabbly Connect workflow. So I'm going to copy this and paste that webhook URL over here. Now I have to select the trigger. So whenever a form submission happens, this workflow should trigger. So I will select this as new submission and then click on this create. So I have successfully added my webhook URL over here. Now I need to go back to Pabbly Connect, and over here I can see waiting for the webhook response, and under this it is written, now log into the application where you have added the webhook URL and do test submission so that the data can be recorded here in the webhook response. This means, so as to get the webhook response over here, I need to do a test submission, for which I need to fill a form, and for that I am going to go back to Paperform, and then I'll go back and select my form. So from over here I need to click on this share, and I'm going to copy the link to this form and open that in a new tab. And then I'm going to fill some dummy details in this form. So let's say my first name is, so here I have added some details. First name is new, last name is user, email address is new@pabblytudes.com, and the phone number is this. Now I have to click on this submit, and as soon as I click on this submit, this detail should be captured and received in my Pabbly Connect workflow. So submission successful. Thanks, we have received your submission. Now let's go back to Pabbly Connect and check whether we have received this response there or not. So here we can see we have instantly captured the response. The email address was new@pabblytudes.com. The first name was new, last name was user, and the phone number was this. So as soon as we submitted a form, we received the response in my Pabbly Connect workflow. This means the connection that we have created with the help of this webhook URL between Pabbly Connect and Paperform is successful. And now whenever someone will submit the form, I'll start receiving data in my Pabbly Connect. So as we have successfully built the connection between these two, now I have to move to my next step, which is action step. So whenever I receive new form submission in Paperform, I want to notify my team on Microsoft Teams. So here in my action application, I'm going to take Microsoft Teams. And then in my action event, I am going to take send message in a channel, because I want to send notification in my channel. Now I have to click on this connect, and if you have an existing connection, you can go with save. If you don't have one, click on this add new connection, and then click on this connect with Microsoft Teams. Over here I have already logged in my Microsoft account, and that's why I just need to grant away some permissions, for which I need to click on this accept, and authorization successful. So Microsoft Teams is connected with Pabbly Connect, and now I have to enter all these details. So the first one is team. In this drop down you can see all the teams that have been created in my Microsoft Teams account. So let's open my Microsoft Teams account, and you can see all the teams over here on the left hand side. I have created a channel by the name Digital Marketing 1, and I have created this under Pabbly Connect team. So I'll go back to Pabbly Connect, and from this drop down select my team as Pabbly Connect, and then I've created a channel by the name Digital Marketing 1. So from this drop down I'm going to select Digital Marketing 1 as the channel. Now I need to draft the message in a format that I want to send in my channel. So I'm going to write hello team. So here I have drafted my message, hello team, we have received new form submission and lead. Here are the details, first name, last name, email and phone. Please follow up as soon as possible. Thanks, regards. So now I need to enter value to these fields, first name, last name, email and phone, and to enter this I am going to use a method called mapping instead of manually entering the details. So as soon as I click on this field, I can see this Paperform, and when I click on this I will be able to find all the response that I have received from my Paperform submission. So here if I scroll down I can see the first name was new, so I will enter that, and then I have to enter the last name, so I will follow the same process and enter my last name as user. Then I will follow the same process to enter the email address, which was new@pabblytudes.com, and then the phone number was this one. So over here mapping is important, so that every time you receive a new response, it is taken into consideration in these fields. Manually entering the data will make these fields static, and the information will not change even if you have received the new response. Over here if I manually enter any data, this field will become static, and every time I receive a new response, the result will not change. So as to keep these fields dynamic, we use this process mapping instead of manually entering the details. So after entering the team, channel and the message, I am simply going to click on the save and send test request. And here I can see I have received the response. Now I need to open my Microsoft Teams and check whether I have received the same message there in my channel or not. So here I can see I have received the message. Hello team, we have received new form submission and lead. Here are the details. The first name was new, last name was user. Email address was new@pabblytudes.com and the phone number was this. Please follow up as soon as possible. Thanks, regards. Now, so as to check whether this automation is working perfectly fine or not, let's open our contact form again and fill some other form with some other details. So let's say this time my first name is, so here my first name is latest, last name is user, email address is latest@pabblytudes.com and the phone number is this. Now I'm going to click on the submit, and as soon as I've submitted my form, this response should be received in my Pabbly Connect and I should receive the message in my Microsoft Teams channel. So let's open my Microsoft Teams channel, and here I can see I have received the message instantly. Hello team, we have received new form submission and lead. Here the first name this time was latest, the last name was user, email address this time was latest@pabblytudes.com and the phone number was this. Now to summarize, we took Paperform as a trigger application where we made connection with Pabbly Connect with the help of this webhook URL. We submitted a form and received the response in my Pabbly Connect, after which we moved to our next step, which is we want to send this form submission and notify team in our Microsoft Teams channel. So here I took action application as Microsoft Teams and then selected the team and the channel in which I want to send this message, drafted the message, and then simply clicked on the save and send test request and received the response as this message being sent to this channel. So we have successfully created automation between Paperform and Microsoft Teams with the help of Pabbly Connect. I hope you like this video. Thanks for watching. Not only these applications, but you can integrate many more applications with the help of Pabbly Connect. Now if you have any doubt, you can reach us at support@pabbly.com. If you have any query, you can reach us at forum.pabbly.com, and if you have any pricing related issue, you can visit the website given over here. Also, if you find our videos helpful, do share it with your friends and like and subscribe to our channel.